Live. It's the local support meeting. It's we've got Sam and Nico and Nick, and here we are. And so, yeah, I guess the thing to do is to get the old get an old bit of text pad going on here. If I go back that far enough, I will find some text. Yeah. Oh gosh. Let's put one of these heads-up things and just put things that we might need to be dealing with. I always have it's so annoying here. I just unshare for a minute. Well, I'm so hamstrung when I'm on like in bed, and then I've only got one screen, and then I've got like, you know, basically all of these different notes in there that maybe people shouldn't see and stuff, and oh gosh, I have to sort of sort that out before I can. And I'm always like share my screen. I'm like going, I'm tabbing to the text edit, and then it's like, oh, there's a stuff.
this no.
My shopping list and yeah. Okay, come here. There, we put this back on. There we go. Right, and then we can do sort of. I'll get rid of that group. I'll see your faces and there. Oh, okay, here we go. Did I put that there? That's probably better, isn't it? So LocalSupport. Okay. So yeah, just so things on my mind. We've got a DevOps issue. We've got a database rows issue. We've got. I met with the client. We've got testing on staging issue thing. So, but let's just go through. Nico, did you have any particular local support things on your mind?
Yeah, the pull request that we were with Stella, maybe as I'm working now more on website one, dedicating a lot of time there, maybe Siwu wants to help Stella that is in the same time zone.
Yeah,
coordinate better with her, because I think that if done, that pull request is gonna be open there, just making noise.
Right. Okay. And anything else on your mind about the project?
No, because you already mentioned the problem with the database, and maybe we can create an issue for the problem with the station.
Yeah.
In order not to deliver messages to the people being on station.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We'll come back to that. All right, Nick. Yeah, what's on your mind?
So I submitted a PR last night that I believe is ready to merge, and I was just looking through the Pivotal tracker, and a PR that was merged last November, one of mine, it still shows in a state of deliver. So I'm just curious if I need to do anything with that, or
yeah, no, you wouldn't need to do anything with that. Let's see, but it may reflect. It may be that we've got that we haven't. I suspect this has been. Now, the thing that you can do for me is if this is fixed in production, and we can indicate that it's delivered. So what was it that it was the?
Yeah, you have to log in as the admin in production, and I wouldn't know how to do that.
Yeah, so let me do that here quickly. And then we just need to go to like, oh no, that's the wrong thing. We need to go to an organization. And we need to go to let's go there. And then let's create a volunteer opportunity. Yeah, so the form is fixed. So that should have been delivered. I'm going to mark that as delivered, but that's not that's for us on the DevOps side. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and what we were pairing on yesterday, you told me to try that expect thing, and I gave it a shot, but it seems to not be working.
Right, you were saying in a text message, expect not working as expected. So the updated PR that's ready to merge, that's a different PR.
Yeah,
Okay.
that has to do with the imported do it volunteer opportunities have nil coordinate mappers.
All right. So that's the imported do it nil stuff. Okay. We dealt with that. Okay. So that's all of our things then. I mean, part of I'm just sort of backed up on the pull request. So there was a lot of stuff going on the last 2 weeks, and I wasn't able to review. We have a kind of a critical DevOps issue that's come up that basically we are running out of database rows, and I assume that must be due to our click-throughs. So Nico and I've come up with a plan for that. I guess it's I don't know. I guess no more need to be said about that unless people want to discuss it. I did meet with the client this morning as part of the Azure Ventures trustee meeting. I didn't kind of have a full client meeting because I'm still not at sort of full strength, but sort of checked in with her, and I think that they're keen for the the events featured, for that to actually go live would be really great for them. I feel it feels like we're still got quite a lot to do, but maybe I'm wrong. Then on top of that, yeah, they've given me the details for their Twitter volunteer account. So that would be your thing, Nick, the one where the testing's not working. If we can get that in, I've got the account details, and it can then start tweeting to their appropriate place. So so I think they're keen to see that. They'll be pleased. I mean, there's no particular rush, but they'll certainly be pleased to see that when that comes through. Okay. We've got this thing. We've got some gem. Look, one other thing here. We've got a gem, which is called. I thought it's not called Paper Trail. It's called like Letter Opener. Is the one. And the way this runs, so that when you send any emails when you're running in the development mode, it, instead of trying to send the emails, it reopens the page and shows you, like in the browser, what the email would be. It's very, very handy. And I thought we'd set up something, maybe not necessarily that one, but some other ones that basically emails would be sent on staging, but they would only go to what is it called? To the admin users. I mean, or to like it would all go to me or something. But I guess that's something to be aware of when testing on staging. The other thing I was just going to say about DevOps procedures in general is this is Nico for both Website One and LocalSupport. I think probably the habit you want to get into is when you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to do a deploy, always start with staging, because we basically end up with we've got our 3 servers. This is master production, right? And so, we might have code in the state A on here, and the state B on here, and the state C on here. And I used to do this. When you're thinking you're doing a deploy, you say, right, I'm going to start with develop and move it to staging, and then moving it to what have you. You basically lose the opportunity to deploy this code first. So you kind of want to do it.
Yeah, I get it. Yep.
You know what I mean. I think, and that makes it easier. So we've got that weird error on Website One at the moment, where it's kind of like I think because there were 28 days in February, like we've got one check that like checks something, and it's because it's the 1st of March today, and basically, I don't know if I mean that's a stupid to be blocked by. Which should clearly be fixed in some ways. Like it should, it shouldn't be it shouldn't be dependent on the date. But anyway, so
you're right.
yeah. So I guess the
February 28 days.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think about what the best way to move forward is. I don't know.
I also opened the issue on Heroku. That is not used only on website one. It could be used here also.
Right.
It could be used here. Yeah.
Automated deploys.
But yeah, automated deploys.
Yeah, that would be really handy for the DevOps.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm just trying to think what the most effective use of our combined time is. This needs to happen with some urgency. I need to go through the individual PRs, reviewing them.
I can do the database dump, and I can give it to you. So
yeah, well, that would be fantastic if you were happy to do that one there. I mean, we also need to open an issue to fix this. Well, I guess we can put off the issue by deleting it. I guess we maybe need to search for alternative to storing to storing click-throughs, but I guess right. I was thinking that Nick might have been ready to look, but Nick, you're stuck here on this, and we'll pair again on that at some point. You were saying like you wanted to try and get a later slot. I mean, what we could do next week is swap the positions of the local support meeting and the thing, and then I don't know if that will work, but I guess the one thing for me to check with you here quickly, Nick, is so this have you got it in the Cucumber step so that it happens before the running of the gosh, what is it? The Twitter, the running of the service.
Yeah, I don't think I know I put it in there, and I'm looking at the code right now, and I don't have anything after the expect, so maybe that's the
you want to
issue.
just share your screen with me?
Yeah.
Let's just quickly look at this. I don't think we can spend too long on it right now, although I think this is a very interesting area. But yeah, so that's fine that there's just an expect by itself. But so this step definition, then there should be this expectation needs to be executed before the whole thing runs. So if you go back into the Cucumber file, so what has to happen is line 33 has to move after line 34.
Okay. Okay, you mean line 23?
Nope, I mean line 33.
Line 33. Oh, right down here. Okay.
So it's basically, you have to kind of adjust it so that it would say, given the following volunteer opportunities exist, and then I mean, if you want to make it read properly, you need to store like the the number and put it afterwards. But yeah, you know what I mean, right? It's basically it has to set up the expectation first so that it can stub the system.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you would you could, yeah, there you go. And so instead of like it being and, you could put on 35, you could put when I run.
Right.
Actually, that reads all right, doesn't it? That's you can say, given the following volunteer options exist, then there should be 10 posts to Twitter when I run the update social media task. Now, and of course, it still might hang, but the critical thing here is that we're setting up the expectation to stub out that part of the no, and just show me the expect. Show me the step definition again. Now again here, what you're doing here, this is an expectation against the web mock, right? So what I was saying here is, I mean, it would have been nice if we could have got all of this to work, but it seemed like this kind of stubbing of webmock was not working and not playing well with VCR. So what we need to do is we need to expect Twitter service, blah, 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 blah. So you already have some specs, don't you? That
yeah, huh. Because yeah, I had the expect Twitter service before. I think I might have been playing around with some different options to try to get it to work.
But yeah, it would. But yeah, it would. I mean,
Okay.
I think that hopefully that will sort you out. That one, that the step definition needs to be executed in advance of the thing itself executing the main service, and two, here it will need to be expect the Twitter service, and you'll have to be obviously stubbing it in exactly the right way to prevent it actually making the post.
That makes sense.
Okay, so that's hopefully that will. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's exactly.
Could be like Twitter API, since that's our class name. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
But so yeah, I would go
something like that.
Sure. So in principle, because we saw, didn't we, that basically as we stepped through in the debugger yesterday, that the Twitter API got to a point and it would send it, and then that one was when it would hang. So there, yeah. So the thing I would do there is, I mean, it's not catching it at the moment. Is I would go into the social media task and navigate to exactly what are we calling if we go into the social media task. So it's so we're calling an instance method on it, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we would need to expect, an instance of Twitter client of Twitter API.
Okay.
So I think we can probably do that with. Do you know that you're familiar with that RSpec?
I was looking at it yesterday, but it seemed like some of it was deprecated, so I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, let me have a look.
How to use it.
Yeah, they've changed it a few times, and sort of, I mean, it's kind of a design smell anyway. RSpec expects an instance of which is the deprecated one, which is that's 214. So I think this is the old style.
Yeah.
Right.
Expect.
There's a newer style that's
Yeah, I use it. Instead of expect, it is other word, I think, or no?
Well, I think you can also use. Let's have a look. Expect a message on instant class. Is there not? I go to 3.7. Just tell me it's not there. I have done this. There's. Oh gosh. RSpec expect. Well, I think what they've done is they've changed it from like expect any instance of to then it's kind of expect, and then you can like wrap it in okay. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is what you want.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, expect.
So this, I mean, so this is kind of, it's not ideal. Like clearly in the ideal world, the acceptance test.
They say the same that you said. It is right in there. That is a code smell.
Say again. Legacy codes.
The description there. It says the same that you said before. That is a code smell.
Yeah, it's a code smell, exactly. So it's and we're using it in this instance because we're trying to do an acceptance test rather than a unit test, Like, and of course, in the ideal world, we'd be able to get the full VCR stack to work with this. But that's what Nick and I spent. We spent a couple of hours on so far, and it seems like that now we can't. Yeah, we don't understand why. I mean, it's specific to this Twitter thing, but when we try and I guess it's even in the absence of doing those expecs, basically just using VCR with Twitter hangs, doesn't it, Nick?
Yeah.
And we're not sure.
It's saying this expect. Now it says exactly one instance should have received, but didn't.
Okay, so hold on. So you've got now to expect any instance of, and then now expect. Oh gosh, this Hangout keeps putting the. Here we go. No, that's well. That implies that it hasn't hit it. So expect any instance.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the thing there is the Twitter API. If you go back to the social media RB file, it's the fourth one along in your tabs at the top there.
Yeah. Okay.
But so, like the Twitter API, is that a gem that we're using?
Yeah, it's a class that it's right here. But yeah, I mean it does.
Oh no, it's one of our classes, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. That's one of ours. Yeah, so it's not complaining that it's hit it. I mean, I would put the buy bug there at the beginning of the tweet there. Okay, and run it again. But so that's very strange. That's not what a pain.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not even getting that far. All right.
Is it not? Is it so? It's not. Okay. So then that implies.
Yeah.
The update social media task step definition that you have there is somehow not hitting the task. And I think when I look at this, I think what you're missing. We were looking at this yesterday. You're not specifying the date in that scenario, are you?
But I had. Oh, you know what? I thought I had it at one time. That's right. I'm not.
Yeah. So
okay.
23, and move that down.
Oh, you know what? I found a weird situation yesterday. So I was trying this out. Given the date is a blah 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 with this timestamp.
Yeah.
When I was running it, it still wasn't hitting it. So
right.
I looked into it, and because the time clocked over to 00,
right.
but it didn't change the date. It stayed on 7.
Okay.
So I mean, it should have changed the date to 8, but it stayed on 7 and clocked over to 00.
Oh, that's weird. Well, you might want to start it there at 50 instead of 59 in the minutes.
I mean, I think.
Well. See, if you put it there at 7, will those things?
Well, no, I need to update this too. So. Oops.
I did Command Z there. You've broken a lot of things. There you go.
I mean, so that.
Okay. Oh, okay. There you go. Yay, green tag.
Green.
That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can hopefully feel good about one thing there. So yeah. All right. So anyway, yeah, Nick, maybe you can sort of tidy that up and get the PR. Maybe we can get that PR submitted.
Okay.
I think that if Nico, if you can do the database rows thing, maybe we'll stop there, and I will just spend some time reviewing all of the existing PRs and trying to get ourselves get under control. Yeah, I think we may already have an issue open for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Thanks for your help with that, Sam. That's awesome.
No worries. I know how frustrating these things are. It's yeah. There we go. Well, great to see you both. Yeah, I'll continue to be on Slack. Hopefully we can get it all cleared up now. All right.
Cool. Great.
Nice.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Take care.